The time has come to crown our third champion of the MSFC, and 5 teams have made it to this point with a chance to win it all. The underdogs. It's been 2 similar paths to the championship race for the Moon Melodies and Motown Madness. The Melodies have had a triumphant bounce-back season after an 11th place finish in Season 2, and Motown has continued to steadily improve at circuit racing. Both these teams' circuit racing superstars, Revo and Zorro for the Melodies and Motown respectively, have had incredible seasons, yet neither of them will be competing today. It will be Glaive and Dart for the Melodies and Motown. Both of these marbles might need to win this race to keep their team alive in the title race. Will one of the veterans step up? Team Revenge. Team Fire find themselves in an eerily similar situation to Season 2, with Elektra having a phenomenal season and leading the team to being title contenders. Once again, they sit in third heading into the finale, 3 points back this time. However, this time they have the luxury of sending their superstar to the track. With Elektra taking the track today, will this team get over the hump this time? The favorite. The Icy Hots have been in the driver's seat for most of the season, having led the standings for all but one race since race 5. However, they dropped out of the lead after the Hippodrome, but they remain tied for P1. But unlike the team they're tied with, they get to send their superstar to the track today. Vertigo came up just short of winning the MSFC title at this track in Season 1 and Season 2. Will this be the year? The Last Dance. As the defending MSFC champions, it's no surprise Klaus find themselves with a real shot to bring the title home again. They've spent most of the season in the upper mid-pack, but back-to-back wins from pole from Superstar Bedlam has placed them right into the heart of the championship battle, tied with the Icy Hots for the lead. With this officially being Magnum's final MSFC race with the team, will this iconic duo wrap up this chapter with a second championship? Welcome to the finale of Season 3 of the MSFC. And we are rolling! Alpha is starting to fall into the clutches of both Defiant and Colt. Blink closing in on Dart here through the first sector. Hawk has taken the lead back and is pulling away from Clear. And Magnum has fallen all the way back to dead last. They need to get by Black Rose for the overall silver. Passing opportunity for Zorro. They fake inside, go outside, and have the lead. Looks to the outside. Now to the inside. It's not gonna happen. The new duo Bedlam and Magnum are your Season 2 champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here to the finale of Season 3 of the MSFC, here at the track of the Shadowhunters Forest Park. Once again, the finale, of course it is. Here as we look at the standings, Klaus jumped 3 spots in the last race from 4th to the lead, but tied with them are the Icy Hots. And the Icy Hots have the better marble competing today. Vertigo definitely holds that advantage over Magnum. So the Icy Hots are still viewed as the favorites heading into today. But just behind them is Team Fire, 3 points back with Elektra, who has an extremely real chance to win the Racer Championship, very much a threat in third. And do not count out the Motown Madness or the Moon Melodies. Season 3, championship on the line. Here we go. Leading us off will be Colt of the Shadowhunters. And just a congratulations to Colt, by the way. In the last race, scored his first podium in nearly 2 years at Military Motorway. So an awesome accomplishment there for Colt. 11.35 through the first sector. Remember, we have raced here twice, so we know how these times are going to stack up for the most part without having seen the rest of the field. 20.98 through Sector 2, and Colt will come across at just under 30 seconds. a 29.65. That will be the time to beat. After the host goes, we go in reverse championship order, and sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that time would rank considerably below average in Season 2. Next up, it is Vorpal for the Twilight Terrors. Vorpal, their best race of the season, qualified very well in third, finished 8th at Military Motorway. Dead even with cold through the first sector. It has been a very underwhelming season for Vorpal, but with a good race today, they can get the Terrors out of last. Still dead even with cold. This will be close. Vorpal looks a touch faster in the third sector and will just barely slot in front of Colt. Pretty much dead even throughout the whole lap, but by about a tenth of a second, they will move in front with a 29.54. Next up, it is Spectra of the Iron Brotherhood, who unfortunately have more or less been in complete free fall in the second half. Spectra also goes outside but looks very slow through the S's of sector number 1. And indeed will be over a second, no, not quite a second, but 8/10 back through the first sector. Iron Brotherhood, at this point, they cannot move up in the standings, really. They're just trying to stay out of last. A purple second sector, 5/10 back. But Spectra doesn't look as quick as the other two through sector 3 and will slot into last with a 30.34, first time in the 30s. And next up, it is Starry Sky with Blink. Blink, the racer champion in Season 2, won pole at this track in Season 2 and finished second in the race. She will not repeat as the racer champion, but with a good race, she can be on the overall podium. 4/10 up through sector 1 and looking blisteringly quick through sector 2, 2.4 seconds in front of second place Vorpal. My goodness, Blink! A 26.12! Oh my goodness! That would beat any time that anyone put up in Season 2, and by a decent margin, even her own time in Season 2, which broke a record. It is very difficult to top that. Wow, what a time from Blink. Next up, it is Lucifer, and the Thanatons, they seem to have stabilized the free fall that they were in during the middle stretch of the season, but after a promising start, this team has crashed back down to earth. But Lucifer has had a respectable rookie year, 5/10 back through the first sector, but Lucifer also looks very good through sector number 2. Hang on a minute here. 8/10 back through sector 2. This is going to slide into second place for Lucifer. A good time. Excellent. A 27.36. Great time for Lucifer. Next up are the Cherry Bullets with Icarus. The Cherry Bullets have not had the best second half. Arrow has been struggling all season, and Icarus, after such an incredible start to the season, the lack of endurance that she has come back to bite her. 8/10 back in the first sector. Not up to snuff with the second sectors that Blink and Lucifer had. 1.7 back. This is looking much more in line with the times that the other three marbles have had. Where will this slot out at the line? A 29.15. That will place her in front of Vorpal, but quite a ways off the top two. Not a bad time, though. Next up, it is Kinesis, and Kinesis, the race winner at Forest Park in Season 2, capped off what was a tremendous season from her. Hasn't quite been as incredible this season, but still a very impressive season. 8/10 back through the first sector. Kinesis, coming out of the hairpin, lost a bit of time, 2.1 seconds back of the leader Blink. Looking good through sector 3, though. She'll come across the line with a 28.97. Not what she had to have been hoping for, but that will still place her into third at the moment. Not a bad qualifying effort for Kinesis. Next up, it is Hero of the Camo Hiders. The Camo Hiders, many expected this team to arguably be competing for championships, and it just has not happened, mostly thanks to the struggles of Hero's teammate Chipper. 5/10 back through sector number 1. Not looking great through the hairpin, though. Hero, 1.6 back of the leader Blink. Also looks good through the third sector though. Hero, able to salvage it, a 28.07 with a very nice third sector. Hero will now slide into third place. Next up, it is Tyrus. We get into the top half of teams in the standings, and most probably didn't expect this team to be there right now. But it's been a solid season for the Western Warriors. Tyrus has been their better racer, although bleeding time in Sector 1, 1.4 back through Sector 1, but Tyrus looks much better through the second sector. Now just 2.0 back. Tyrus trying to salvage the lap after a brutal first sector, and he will. A 28.57, a nice job to save what he could. It'll place him mid-pack. Could have been much worse. Next up, it is the Buccaneer Bounty with Black Rose, and this team, one final chance to get your first podium of the season. How will it go? Black Rose, the first marble we've seen to take the inside at the first sector, but it is not paying off at all. 1.7 seconds back through the first sector, and Black Rose does not have the second sector speed that Tyrus did. Man, 4 seconds back through sector 2, and this will be a new last place for a pretty good marble. 30.91 for Black Rose. That will slot in the last place. Next up, and the final team that is not eligible for the championship or for the podium. Interestingly enough, this season we have no teams that cannot win the championship and can make the podium. It is Icon of the Pantheon. Icon also trying to take the inside, but it's not paying off for him either. 1.5 back through the first sector. Icon does look much better than Black Rose through sector 2 though. 2.4 seconds back. That is salvageable with the third sector. Icon has a decent one, and he will salvage his time, but it's still not great. A 29.03. That will place him behind Kinesis and ahead of Icarus. Middle of the pack time for Icon. Here we go. 5 marbles to go, and they're the 5 teams in the championship battle. First up, it is Glaive of the Moon Melodies. Glaive goes outside. That's been the more popular line, but Glaive is going to bleed about a second, it looks like. Yes, 1 second flat through the first sector. Looking okay through the hairpin, but not great. This will be 2.2 back through 2 sectors. It's not going to be the worst time in the world. Glaive doesn't look great through sector 3. Comes across with a 29.57. That will place Glaive 5th or 4th from the back. Not good for Glaive. They're going to have some work to do in the race if they want to be champions. Next up, it is Dart of the Motown Madness. And Dart does have some pedigree at this track. He qualified 4th here in Season 2, even though the race didn't go as well. He took the inside, but the inside line hasn't been great, and he's 9/10 back through the first sector. And looking slow coming out of the bank turn, Dart does. Dart, he's going to be 3 seconds plus, 3.4 back of the leader Blink. It's not going to happen for Motown either. A 30.69 second to last for Dart. A heartbreaker for the team in blue and purple. They'll have a tall task ahead of them for the race. Next up, it is Electra for Team Fire. Electra, her first time race. She did not race here in Season 2. Big moment for her. Can she step up when Team Fire needs her to the most? Of 4/10 back through the first sector. Electra, through the bank turn, looks fine coming out of the hairpin. It's pretty good. 1.3 back of the leader Blink. This will not challenge for the top time, but it could put her into a provisional battle for pole spot, and it will! A 27.82. Electra moves into 3rd place. That knocks out Tyrus. Hero is now on the bubble. Next up, it is Vertigo. 2 racers to go, and that means that Blink and Lucifer are into the battle for pole. Next up, it is Vertigo. You know that this marble is hungry as ever to finally hoist the championship trophy. 5/10 back through the first sector. This looks very similar to the lap that Electra just put up. And that's good. 1.3 back, just like Electra was after 2 sectors. Will Vertigo also join the provisional battle for pole? Yes! Vertigo clutches up with a 27.78. He moves now into 3rd place. Electra now moves to the bubble, and Hero is out. Vertigo is into the battle for pole. That is huge. And lastly, it is Magnum. And fair to wonder, is Magnum perhaps feeling a bit nervous after watching that? Both Electra and Vertigo with times that provisionally put them in the battle for pole. Magnum took the outside through Sector 1, 7/10 back. Looks pretty decent through the hairpin, but not fantastic. He's 1.7 back, just a couple tenths back of where Vertigo and Electra was, but Magnum not carrying the same speed through the 3rd sector. It's a 28.95. It's a decent qualifying time. It'll place him above average, but not great. Vertigo controls his own destiny heading into the race. Here we go, the 2-lap battle for pole. It's Blink, it's Lucifer, it's Vertigo, and it's Electra. Lucifer is able to take the lead through the 1st sector, but he goes to the near side, and it doesn't pay off for him. He falls back to 3rd. Blink and Vertigo streaking away. Through the bank turn. Vertigo looks a bit slow here through the 2nd sector. Lucifer closing back in, and so is Electra. Blink with a lot of breathing room up front. She looks very likely to take home the pole spot. White flag in the air for Blink onto the belt well. So is Vertigo. Electra and Lucifer side by side. Lucifer gets the bear jump, but Electra moves to the outside and moves into 3rd. Going to the inside. Electra, 1 second, she gets it. Big moves for Electra, getting her onto the provisional front row. Through the bank turn. Electra now closing in on Blink. She wants the pole, but a bit of a push given there to Blink might seal it. Through the S's. Will Electra have enough time? She will not. Blink wins pole. Electra, big moves there in the battle for pole to start on the front row, with Vertigo in 3rd and Lucifer in 4th. Good luck. May the best team win it all.